All right, so today we are, what is today? Today, Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday. We're in Australia. It is the week of the last race for us while we're here, and which is going to be Calder Park, right? Did I say that right? Yep. And we stopped in a cylinder head place today, Higgins Race Heads, and we just wanted to show you guys around. Their stuff is really nice. I wanted to come here myself and just check it out. So we wanted to show you guys around and kind of give you another, avenue for a really nice race cylinder head. So I'll let you kind of start a tour here and explain kind of what you do. And I can see all the really awesome stuff on the shelf right now. So I'm excited for you to take us through and you to educate me a little bit on what you do.
Yeah, no problems.
You just, one thing when I caught up with you, you said you do LS1, LS3, LS6. Like somebody could, if they wanted, send you their cylinder heads here, their factory cylinder heads, and you have a really good CNC program to pick those things up quite a bit.
Yeah, so one part of the business, is like say the head and cam cars and stroker cars that people are using factory heads. So LS3s, Cathedral Port LS1s, the LS6s. LS7s and that, we do all of them as well. So that's one side of the business. Then the other side is all manufacturing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Which I see a whole bunch of castings over here right now. So that's the part that I'm excited to check out as well.
Yeah, so we've got obviously LS1. In the LS1s, we've got the 6-bolt heads.
Yep.
So we've got about 4 different heads. So I've got the LS7s, LS3s, which will all be they'll be hydraulics. And then we can go into the solid roller stuff, which is a different one.
What, do you do a solid roller version of your LS7s and your LS3s?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so I've got hydraulics in both and solids in both.
Cool.
And then we do a couple of other little things, which I'll probably show you later, like the C5R stuff. The GM stopped making the C5R heads 10 years ago or whatever.
Right.
And working with another company in New Zealand, we've got an 8 throttle bodies that we do a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a cool thing.
Cool. Hell yeah. For sure. We definitely have done our fair share of that, for sure.
And so how's it going while you're here?
It's not bad. Well, we had our first week was a little rough because we crashed the car and shit. But, I mean, once we stayed up real late for 3, 4, 5 nights. Got it back together, got it back to track. When we got it back to track, it was a lot smooth sailing after that.
So the boys at Moits helped you there?
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
They're good guys.
Very good guys, very talented. I cannot say enough good things about all those guys. Like, they're the only reason why we were able to make it back on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's right. So the car's all right?
Car's good, yeah. Honestly, I think the car's, that car appears that it had been front half before. So, because I bought the car used, it was a 2010 Skinny Kid car. Oh, and I think I had heard that somebody had wheelied it, and so they front halved it at some point in time. Yeah. So we literally just cut it where it had been front half the first time, and just put all new stuff in it. So it's just as good as it was before. Front clip doesn't look quite as good, but that's the best. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, Terry is a magician with front clip. So
wait and see what happens at Calder.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been there. I was like, ooh, that track's sketchy. We went there today to go look at the track.
Oh, it's been sketchy for ages. I used to have a black Ute that I used to race. Street car man. I had for a while. I had a Don Mess GBO.
Yeah.
And had an LS in it. And you could never get it down there.
Yeah.
I always had to go to Sydney or That was a long time ago.
How long was it closed down before they opened it back up?
It's on and off all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So at the moment, I don't think they're prepping the track. There's there's rumours everywhere. They want the roundy round cars back. So they can't prep the track and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Like that track is in the best spot in Australia. Like, you've seen how close it is to the city.
For sure.
Like, I'm supercars. My background's all supercars. All around.
Yeah.
So when I was all through the supercar days, we would go to Calder, and that place, I went a couple of times with the supercars, that place was packed.
Really?
About 40, 50,000 people sitting there.
Impressive.
Yeah.
They've told us that, like, our Fridays have been a little light on all these shows. Like, not bad, but just been a little lighter than normal stuff back in the States. And they said, this has been the most ticket sales we've had on a Friday night. At Calder? At Calder. Yeah, so I expect it's probably going to be one of the biggest crowds.
Yeah, it will be, because we don't get it.
Yeah.
We have nothing here.
Yeah.
You get like I can't remember when the. I remember this going back in the 90s when I was with Supercars. I think I could be wrong here, but I think back then we went out there and there was I don't know if it was Top Fuels or Funny Cars out there. That joint we couldn't move.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe I can see it.
Supercars is the biggest sport in Australia.
Yeah.
That's wild because Melbourne is just beautiful.
Yeah.
We love it here.
It's my favorite place so far.
So far.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What about on the? I seen you sitting on the
yacht?
the big yacht.
It was cool, but man, I still think like we went downtown. Sorry,
we didn't get to see Brisbane because we were working on the car.
Yeah.
We went to Sydney a week before everybody else, but we only saw the hotel and the shop.
Yeah,
we didn't get to see
we went downtown last night, and for us, okay, Sydney really too, and Perth, like everything closed down at like 9 o'clock.
Oh, not here one.
No, everything's like it's what we're used to. Like, yeah, we like to get like look. Let's just be realistic. We get done at the racetrack late. We like to be able to go eat somewhere or whatever. You can't do nothing with that over there.
No.
But over here, like this place was hopping at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah. No. When I used to go, like with when I was drag racing, it was Friday nights.
Yeah.
So Friday nights, you'd finish.
Yeah, and you could go and do
Go
whatever.
to the city, go get something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or go do some stupid stuff. Yeah.
You want to you want to show us around your place?
Yeah. So this is what I do.
Yeah,
So,
that's what.
So that's no. This is a young guy, I reckon. Zach ZSR, his name is. Yeah, he only does Fords.
Yeah.
And slowly the SB2's slowly kicking off. That's new. I've only had that for a little while.
Right.
So the Ford stuff's always going over there. The LS is hard.
Yeah.
There's so much over there.
You're right. That's
There's
true.
so much over there. There's a lot. It's cheap. Like my don't put this on camera, but my Ford job Rico.
So these are factory. LS, LS3, LS.
Different ones. It's funny. We still do a lot of LS1 conversion ports.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do because they're easy to find.
Very well. So we do a lot of LS3s, LS1s.
Yeah.
LS6s.
Yeah.
I've got programs for the LT1.
Yeah.
We don't have them cars here, so
All right, you know.
like it'll be one LT1 head to
20
30
these.
of these.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, so that's
They're hot. Hey, in the United States, the LT4, LT1 stuff.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So that's just doing that's doing cathedral LS1 heads now.
Okay.
So that machine there just pretty much runs LS all day long.
Yeah.
So
It goes through, puts the program. How long does it take to get one head?
do I really want to tell you? In these machines, I can do that in an hour and 10 minutes.
So your part is obviously. I mean, these machines are ridiculously expensive. We know that. But your part is you let it do its thing, and then you switch it out and put another head in.
Keep going.
Yeah. They just keep rolling.
But they all come in today.
Yeah.
So guys, they leave at 4:30. So their job first thing will be to start blasting some of these ready for this machine.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that machine.
How many people do you have in here?
I've got pretty much 3 full-time.
3 full-time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I need one more.
You're right.
So then that I just use as a drill press.
Yeah.
That's just roughing out the seats.
Okay.
So then I can get it back into the machines for the final cut.
Yep.
So then they'll come. So that's my first machine I ever brought.
Right. What's that?
That's the first one I ever brought.
First one you ever got.
Right.
And it does the same thing as this,
Yeah,
right?
they're all the same. That's just a very new,
Yeah.
a very old version, and they just obviously update them.
These things still work good?
Yeah. I don't, as you can see, it's off now.
Sure.
I don't run it as hard as, it's probably 15 years old now, so I don't run it as hard as what I used to.
Yeah.
That's
Made itself. That's money.
3 times.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
What? How long you been doing heads?
I started heads in 80, probably 85, 84.
So let's tell everybody, just because what we're trying to do is tell everybody what the name of your place is.
Higgins Racehead.
Higgins Racehead. Yeah, because it's noisy. So, walking up here, the first thing I see is a bunch of factory. This looks to me like LS1, LS6, LS3s. I don't know what all's here, but looks like a variation of a bunch of stock cylinder heads.
Yeah. So this is one part of the business. So this is the everyday stuff. They come in from mechanic shops, workshops, LS shops all around the country. So yeah, they've got your LS3s, there'll be LS1s, there'll be LS6s there.
Yep.
So we do them, we fully CNC port them. We've got probably several programs there that we do through them, depending on what they're doing, heads and cams, strokers and stuff like
Probably
that.
have like a cylinder head for big boost numbers.
We've got
a cylinder
boost,
head for cylinder head program for naturally aspirated, I would assume.
Yep, we've got all them. Like we do the strokers different to we do the head and cams.
Yep.
And then obviously, we've got the turbochargers, superchargers.
Very cool.
A lot of superchargers in Australia.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, we've got Harrop and people like that I work very closely with. They do a lot of superchargers.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So that's that side of it, and then they obviously in that machine, pretty much run in that machine all day long.
Oh yeah. So then, okay, so you take the cylinder head, you get it in here, you probably clean it up, and then jam into this.
Yeah. So they come in, get pulled apart, blasted up, cleaned up, and then we start porting them to start with.
Yeah.
And then they'll go back through that way, and then go through the seat cutters.
Yeah. Very cool.
So we've got like 3 Rottlers and a couple of new
You got
ones.
3 of these machines, so you got, at one point in time, you got 3 cylinder heads going.
Yep.
At any given time. I think you told me before they take about an hour or so.
LS1s take about an hour, LS3s probably an hour and a half.
If you have one of your castings from your cylinder head that you have, from one of the heads that you manufacture, how much time does this spend in here?
Well, that's totally different. So they'll go through and get roughed out.
Yep.
So they'll take, call it a day.
Yeah.
A day, then they'll get to about 10 thou.
Yep.
Then they'll get all the seats roughed out. Then they'll go back in for the final 10 thou cut. Then they'll go and get the seats cut on the new ones.
Right. So it's a pretty good process in the manufacturing.
Yeah, like they're the more premium heads. So,
Sure.
So we're spending time on them.
For sure.
And everything's hand finished.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a seat cutter?
That's a seat cutter we use just for roughing out.
Yeah.
Just rough out the raw seats, make it like, it makes the tools last a little longer in the CNC machines.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
Very cool. And these were all running when we came in here, but to make this video, we had him shut him down, which is costing him money right now. But that being said, the reason why you don't see him rolling is because you won't be able to hear us. So we're kind of explaining to you how, what everything does, and then we'll give you a shot of this thing in action here towards the end. You can, it's going to be a little noisy, but Richard will film that thing rolling too. So
cool.
That way you can cut in the stuff that we did.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No worries, like always. Okay.
So this must be another, just because we're walking by it, this looks like an older version of that. So this is probably one of the first ones you bought.
that's my oldest machine.
Yeah. That's your baby, huh?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like much.
Yeah.
That's actually my dearest machine.
Yeah.
The first one I brought, I panicked when buying that.
We all have stuff like that. Like for you, that's this. For me, it was like my Fireball car. It was
Yeah,
the first car that I started.
exactly.
Then I started racing the one that people knew me about, the one that we did the most things with. So I can appreciate a tool, no matter what it is, being your favorite one, the one that's got you started, the one that's made you some money.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That one there's, it's got a sad story to that. When I ordered it, our dollar was, I ordered it at, I think 90 cents.
Okay.
Then the financial crisis hit,
Yes.
and when it come, I had to pay 64 cents.
Oh,
So
man.
add that up at 300,000 US dollars.
Yeah, so your dollar, so the Australian dollar was 64 cents to the American dollar.
Yeah.
And so
It dropped.
and that was a bad time to drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I learned my
man.
lesson. I should have always. Now I insure the dollar.
Insure the dollar.
When I buy the machines.
We were joking around today, or a couple days ago, we said, because we're doing all these events out here, and so like we have apparel business, right? So we're selling T-shirts at the events, and we got a whole bunch of Australian money, which is now roughly, what is it? You probably know better than I do.
Well, at the moment, it's 66 cents.
66 cents, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so, man, if you could only take that money, 66 cents, and all that money and sit on it for a while until it got back up to $1.
No. It's the other way around. we sit on the US dollars. That's why I love selling to the US.
Yeah.
It works,
Yeah.
It swings and roundabouts.
It does, you're right.
Like I've got to buy titanium valves from the US and they hurt.
Who do you get your titanium valves from, if you could say?
Yeah, 2 companies I use, Exodyne a lot and Victory.
Yep, of course. The 2 major manufacturers.
Yep.
That's what we use. We use Victory in most of our stuff.
Yeah. I just play with both of them. Sometimes one's good and sometimes the other's good, and you just got to go on their lead times.
Probably sometimes you can get them and sometimes you
Sometimes you can't.
Yeah,
It's simple.
no doubt.
Yeah, and these are the two seat cutters we run. We run two new ones, so the ports are all CNC'd and all the seats are CNC'd.
Yeah.
So the good thing about this is whatever you want to do, you can do.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to have that one
That
over there.
roughs them in?
Yeah,
Did I
yeah.
understand that right? And then this is finishing?
This is all finished.
Okay.
Yeah. That over there, you got to have form cutters.
Yeah.
Which before I had my new ones, so I've had this for probably 12, 13 years.
Right.
Form cutters, you would have had hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them. Now it's just all computerized.
Sure.
So these two things are fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then we use the Rottler surfacer. As you can see, it's dirty.
That does the same thing as this?
Both the same.
Okay.
This one here's coolant. It's got coolant. One's coolant.
Okay.
So that one doesn't.
This one has it. Oh, which is why it's got a cabinet probably.
Yeah, it's got the cabinet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. Yeah, I was looking at these going, hey, these are... So, this is just for me. Why do you have one that has coolant, one that doesn't? Which one do you like better?
The coolant definitely works better, but it gets back to price.
Yeah, okay.
To get just this tray, have a look at it.
Yeah,
It's
right.
$30,000 US extra.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
And when the dollar's 60, well, I bought that one last year, so the dollar was 70 cents.
Yeah.
So it's just and they say that they hardly sell the coolant ones now, so they don't
Right.
keep them. That's
Yeah.
their off-the-shelf type one. Yeah.
Does it do for you? Does it do just work close to the same work?
Oh no, it's all the same.
Yeah.
The coolant you'll the tips will last longer.
Okay.
So
Your equipment lasts longer.
Tools,
yeah, just the
More
tool life.
more for you than it is
They,
for
they,
the
they,
car.
a lot of people don't probably know, but they are expensive to run. Each tip's like $30, $40. So
Yeah.
you do go through a lot of tips. So that is the one thing. But
One a week?
oh no, you'll not the amount of heads we do.
One a day?
Well, sometimes you'll go 3 a day.
Okay.
Oh.
Depends on what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends what you're doing. When they're lined up,
Yeah.
Yeah. You've only got a couple of heads here at the moment. When they're lined up, we go
That's
through.
cool.
Yeah. So the tip man loves me.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's our Rottler surfacer machine. As you can see, we're doing some Ford stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
Guys have gone home, so
Is that... Oh, that's your heads, isn't it?
that's our Ford Cleveland.
Cool.
Head, yep. And then that's our dirty room where all the grinding gets done.
Yeah.
Messy, dirty. You've got to do it somewhere.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Gotta have a dirty room. Dirty room and a clean room.
I was about to say, at least it's a room.
Yeah.
Just out in the open.
Yeah.
And that's where we assemble, say, the everyday stuff.
Okay. You guys use a lot of pack springs?
A lot of packs for the factory LS stuff.
Yeah.
And then PSIs for everything else.
Okay.
We're a big lover of the PSI stuff.
What do you have over there?
That's 5-inch. It's an office desk.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I don't.
Kilford Cam's local company for you guys?
No, they're New Zealand.
Okay.
Yep.
So local-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cam guys, and I use all their
Yeah.
all
Retainers.
they do the titanium retainers for us.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I just hadn't heard of them before.
Yeah. They're cam. Mainly, they do a lot of 4-cylinder stuff.
Right.
A lot of 4-cylinder stuff. That's when I was working for. That's Larry Perkins there. So that's Bathurst. So Bathurst is our Daytona.
Yeah.
So that the deal was when I worked for him, those two gloves.
Yeah.
If we won, the deal was I get to keep the gloves. So that's Larry's gloves. That's Russell Ingles.
Oh, that's cool.
So when the race was
Yeah.
finished, I said, hand over your gloves.
Yeah.
Russell gave them
Sign
to
'em.
Russell gave them to me straight away. Went to Larry, handed me, oh, they're brand new gloves. I had to wait till Monday till we got back to the factory to pinch them off him.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
cool you got them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Memories, huh? That probably feels like it was yesterday, but that was
Oh, no,
1997.
not now. Yeah, it's not I started working for them in the 90s, like in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So we won Bathurst. Well, I was lucky we won Bathurst with my heads on it 3 times there.
Right. That's
Yeah.
awesome. What motor's in that car?
That one there will be 18-degree Chevys.
Okay.
Yep. So then we'll have one. This one here will be an old Holden,
Yeah.
the old cast iron Holden that comes out in our cars. You guys would never have had that.
We wouldn't, but
Yeah.
I've been well educated with those
With the
since
Holdens?
I've been here. Yeah.
Oh, have you?
They're pretty
Yeah, there
cool.
you go.
Just Frank's talks about them a lot and
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
me some different stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is my Holden heads out. That's when I started doing work on the Elderly car.
Oh, yeah.
So
That'd be a cool one to get to.
Oh,
Just
wow.
also on the track, huh? Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Oh, at the track.
Yeah. So then over this side is all the aftermarket stuff. This is where all the aftermarket stuff gets
This
made.
is where the magic happens, huh?
Yeah. Well,
As
try
they say.
to.
Yeah.
So we got they're all our manifolds.
What's this fit?
So that one there is a Chevy.
Okay.
I'll show you upstairs. We'll have a closer look. But that's let me tall deck. So that's a 9.325. So we port them all out.
Yeah.
CNC port the entrances, and then they'll go in the depending on what heads we're doing.
Yeah.
What ports we do, they'll get ported in the rottlers.
Sure.
To match up.
So you got some fuel injector bungs on
Yeah,
it?
so that's got fuel injection in that one. That one's actually for Frankie.
Oh, really?
He's building one with a
That's cool.
for I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's a big one. That's just I just put Higgins race seats in all of them
Yeah.
every day. So they
Sure.
just LSAs.
Yeah, that's right. When I saw LSA, I was thinking to myself,
Yeah, I do a lot of LSAs.
Yeah.
And a lot. They've died off a lot now, but the blowers as well.
Yeah.
We bought the blowers there.
oh, really?
Yeah, we do a lot
That's
of
cool.
that. We do a lot of work in the blowers. That's our Holden heads. That's
wow.
what we'll just. So that's a pretty. Well, I've had it for a while.
So tell these guys, and you can educate me too, what's a Holden head compared to a small block Chevy, compared to LS, blah, blah, blah. What's the difference?
Wow, it's totally different. It's inline. It's inline
Yeah.
valves, but it's just hey, a cylinder is a cylinder. It doesn't matter if it's
Yeah.
on a Holden, Chevy, Ford, or whatever.
For sure.
But it's a flat valve, 5 degrees valve angle
Yeah.
compared to some of the Chevys, like old school Chevys, 23s,
Right.
and LSs are 15. Most LSs are 15s. So it's a very flat. It was originally cast iron.
Okay.
So this is aftermarket, obviously aluminium.
Yeah.
So I haven't had this one for a little while.
Cool. So that's an aftermarket. That's a
That's
total
an
aftermarket version
Yep.
of a Holden head.
Holden head, yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we've made some good power with that and progress with that.
Very cool.
And then that one there's just newly going to be released. That's our new 13-degree head for sprint cars.
Wow.
So
Oh, yeah, they do sprint car racing over here.
yeah, sprint cars are big over here.
Yeah.
So that's what we've done. We've redid a lot of pattern work to this.
Yeah.
This was an existing head. Over the last couple of years, we've redone the whole pattern.
Right.
So I'm actually,
And I'm not trying to, and I don't want to plug your competition by any means, but is there a lot of people that do this type of thing over here? I don't,
no, not so.
like head manufacturers? There are a lot of head manufacturers.
Well, you've
over
got you'd notice it's CHI.
here? Yes.
Yeah, so they do Ford stuff.
Gotcha.
I don't. My stuff, I've gone probably. Well, I wouldn't say the next level. Like I don't offer some of the stuff that they offer.
I got you.
They'll
Yeah.
offer a head that does screw and studs
Yeah.
type thing. All my heads will take T&D shaft mounts or Jessels.
Got it.
Like I've made my rocker bars solid, so
Gotcha.
it strengthens the whole top up.
For sure.
So I've just tried to, my Cleveland style head, I've just worked with a Cleveland head and just made it as strong as I could.
Right.
So I haven't gone down that bolt on,
Yeah.
screwing studs and that.
For sure.
So then over, well that's, okay, so then, well that's a Ford engine, that's one of our test engines. We do a lot of testing, especially with Frankie as well, we do heaps with Frankie. So this is waiting for you guys to get out of town so I can dine on it. You're holding me up.
I know. Sorry.
So this is a Ford.
Are you going to take this over to Frank's Dino?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be hopefully
Yeah.
next week.
So that's got your Ford heads on.
That's got Ford heads, manifold, all our rocket covers, all our valleys. The whole
That's
top.
very cool.
Yeah.
So, would you compare this? Because I'm just visually looking at
Yep,
this. Okay.
yep.
Would this compared to a Brodex Neal, a Yates C3, something like
D3s,
that?
D3s.
D3s,
Yeah.
not C3s. Okay.
Yeah, probably it's definitely higher than C3s.
Yeah.
More D3.
Okay.
Like I've lifted the
gotcha.
ports right up.
Yeah.
The ports aren't quite as high as a D3.
Right.
Neither is the exhaust port.
Right.
But obviously it's a Cleveland.
Sure.
We have a lot of trouble. So if we keep lifting the exhaust ports up, then we can't fit them in our cars.
For sure.
They're all going in, say, a Frankie car, like
Yeah.
X-Wise.
Yeah.
They don't want to touch all the shocker towers and all that.
Sure.
So this is a 464 cube, this one.
Iron block Windsor.
Yep.
Iron block
Yeah.
Windsor. Okay.
Dark block. Yep.
464 cube.
Yeah.
You said dark block.
Yeah, dark.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, no, it's a high there. It's actually a world product spot, this one.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't get my dark block, so it's a world.
Heck yeah.
That's actually been machined by, actually we shouldn't say that, so forget that bit. I don't want to step on it. Frankie does a lot for me, so forget that bit.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's that. Well, then that's one of our Chevys that we're going to build. That's a test one. We try to test all our heads on all our motors. So that's a dart block. That's 9325.
Okay.
So that's all been machined at dart with all the we're just actually test fitting manifold. Yeah. So this one's actually got that's got all the lifter bores in it.
Yeah.
For an SP2, like had to wait 12 months, but we got it.
You're right.
So this is an all-out one. That valley we make here as well.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So that we make that, and then that's what we're doing. We're just matching up the runners to the heads.
Here, what goes here? Another plate?
Yeah, just another plates.
Okay.
Just the inspection plate, so it can open up. Just O-rings and that.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So that one there.
You guys probably make those in the house, huh?
Yeah, it's all manufactured here. Yeah. All heads, that manifold, all done. There's raw heads there. Oh, sorry, raw manifolds.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Stacks of raw manifold castings. So that's what they start out as, and then these guys put them in their all the rollers and make magic happen with them. They ended up looking like these.
Yeah.
So very cool. I've always been fascinated with you get a casting. Yeah. Where do the castings come from?
They come from Norwood.
Okay.
Coburg. So probably 20 minutes from Corner.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
On the other side of the
So these aren't like Chinese castings.
No.
These are like
What?
just double check it. I just gotta ask.
Yeah.
American made, Australian cast.
I'm like you. I'm all Aussie first, America second.
Sure.
Like you should be all US first.
Absolutely.
Aussie second.
And I don't fault you for that. I think that there's nothing wrong with being proud for the country that you live in.
No. We're all proud trying to make Aussie stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's
You guys have a great motorsport, your motorsport passion and your dedication to like making the motorsports better. I mean, I feel like for me, maybe I'm just biased, but I feel like the United States has the most motorsports. I mean, just different variations of cylinder head manufacturers, blah blah blah. But I feel like Australia is definitely a close second.
Oh, it's getting there. Your good thing with you.
That's not to say we're better than you. That's just when it comes to looking at the broad horizon of the world.
What's good about you guys is you see so much.
Sure.
You just see so I don't hide any of it. I use a guy, 74-year-old guy in North Carolina to help me do all my development.
Yeah.
So he's got my sprint car heads right now.
Yeah.
So he's done top of the level NASCARs for he's 74. So he started way back in the 70s with all the pro stock grades.
Yeah.
So come through all them, so he's current NASCAR and current pro stock over there.
Very cool.
So he knows all them guys. So so I don't hide any of that. But hey, more brains you got, the better you got.
That's right.
It's no different to you learning how to get a car down the straight.
You're exactly right. Which sometimes is definitely a learning curve.
Yeah, and that's how they come. That's how our LS heads come.
Oh yeah. Are these all LS heads?
All LS.
Wow. That's
So
very
they just
cool.
got dropped off last week. Very cool. We raced a couple through this week to get it done.
Sure. What's this for?
Well, they're billets.
Yeah.
That's our billet rock colours. Yeah. So we try to do well. As you can see there, that's
I was about to say, this starts off as that.
yeah, which will show you upstairs. But
Very nice.
I try to do the whole
top end package.
Try to, yeah.
That's cool.
Like rocket covers are a funny one because like with the dollar and now they're blaming COVID. Well, they were blaming COVID. Now they're blaming the war. Just the aluminium price went through the
I
roof.
know it's ridiculously
Like I
expensive.
could sell a rocket cover for $1,000. I can't even buy that. Like you got to remember our dollar's so. A lot of people don't realise our dollar is so bad.
Yeah.
But that's that. And then so this machine's. Well, that's actually just finished some Ford stuff. So that's done the final 10th hour cut of the Fords.
They were pretty for sure.
Yeah.
So, flow numbers.
Don't ask me for flow numbers.
Don't ask you for flow numbers because you don't give them.
Give them, but it means jack shit.
Okay.
So they'll go.
Educate us on that.
They'll go like 420 CFM.
Okay.
Well, you
That's a good number still.
No, they are.
Yeah, even if you tell me it doesn't mean jack shit,
Yeah.
I know that that's a good cylinder head. But anyway, go ahead.
So flow is only one. It's the smallest part.
Yeah.
There's so much like
Velocity and all
velocity,
that stuff.
got all
Yeah.
that stuff, and
Yeah.
sizing is more critical than flow numbers. Like I could make that flow probably, I don't know, 10, 12, maybe 13 CFM more.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you won't make the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I asked that question because a lot of people don't understand that.
No, they don't.
They don't understand velocity and flow
No.
numbers and all that.
But
So,
it's-
so people get hung up because they read a thing that says this head flows 440, but this head flows 420. That's not going to be a good one. I'm going to get the one that flows 440. But that's not always what matters.
100%.
Yeah.
Flow numbers sell heads on the internet. So,
They do.
But they don't make power.
I do.
So-
But most people don't know that. So
No.
we're telling people
Yeah.
right now that secret.
So, like I've got different engine builders that make 950.
Yeah.
Easy 950 out of them heads. I've also got engine builders that can't make 900.
For sure.
So like I've been taught, say from Gale in North Carolina,
Yeah.
10 things make 5 horsepower, and all of a sudden you've got 50 horsepower.
Yeah.
So you've got your sump, you've got your honing, you've got all your springs, all your valve train, it all
Yeah.
adds up.
It's the setup on it.
It's a setup.
And then it goes a little further than that, but which you don't really care about this part. But then you take your 950 horsepower guy and then your 900 horsepower guy, and then if that 950 horsepower is in the wrong car, this 900 horsepower guy outruns it. So it even goes even crazier there.
That's the next thing you've got.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can have 950 horsepower, but if you ain't Ron Martin, you're not going to get down the street.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah, and like to be honest, I'm an NA guy, so I love NA stuff.
Yeah, no, it's impressive what you can do with it. Let's just be realistic. Pro Chargers, for instance, have made it so easy to make gobs of power.
Yeah.
But how cool is it when you can take a motor that doesn't have a power router, doesn't have nitrous, doesn't have any of that stuff, and you can make a small block Ford with 1,000 horsepower? That's unbelievable.
We've made 1,054 with those heads.
Yeah.
And the manifold straight out of the box. And I'm not going to claim I did it because I didn't, because it was built in, it was Gale built it in North Carolina for me. It was just a test engine we did. And I'm not going to lie to you, it ain't going to go to the milk bar and get you shopping neither.
Sure.
Like it had a cam in it of over an inch thick.
Yeah.
So that's what people
Yeah.
don't understand. Like, and hey, there's plenty of internet shit out there that
Yeah.
you can, you can say what you want.
Sure.
But what you read on the internet isn't always gospel.
That's right.
But
That's right. We try to. That's one of the things we try to do through our YouTube channel is help people understand all that type of stuff. And if you haven't heard of a certain company or whatever, sometimes these videos help get behind the scenes so that they know what you think,
What you're doing, yeah.
how you think, how you're doing it, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people may think, I'm telling you right now, a common I can't talk. A common misconception that a lot of people have is that a lot of people get castings from China or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And that's why I ask you that question,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
not that it's necessarily the worst thing in the world, but living in the USA and
No.
for you, the Australian,
yeah.
you would like to.
yeah.
Yeah,
But,
a
hey,
lot of people want to know that what they're buying.
yeah, if they didn't go to China 30 years ago, China mightn't be where they are, and we might all be up the rung a little bit.
There you go.
But
That's right.
But hey, the bottom line is I shouldn't say this, but it's rich guys making money.
Yeah.
If you've got the money, you go and buy Chinese stuff. You can sell 100 things a day.
Yeah,
Like I can only sell what my hands will make.
for sure.
So,
And the bad thing is, though, is like I've even been guilty many years ago about we've used. So what you might or might not know about me is we have a shop back at home, and I've had a shop for 25 years. And customers will bring you these Chinese heads.
Yeah.
The castings are horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. But the customer brought you that head, and so you go, well, I'm going to bolt the guy's stuff on. And every time we've ever done it, we had problems with the
Problems,
stuff.
yeah.
The intake didn't line up. One side was
so,
different than the other
yeah.
side. I mean, quality control was terrible. So
Yeah.
wherever those were getting made, it
See,
wasn't.
no.
you
See,
know.
I'm at a position now. Yeah, I don't have to do that. If someone walks in with Chinese stuff,
Yeah.
then they just walk straight back out.
Yeah.
But I'm lucky. I don't need to do that.
That's right.
But
We don't do it anymore either.
no. But I'm not saying you need to do it.
But no, at our shop, like, I still run the shop.
Yeah.
My brother's still back there, and we still run the shop. If they bring in junk, we don't care.
No.
We just say, man, sorry. Like, we're nice to them and say, hey, keep your stuff. Maybe go find you another shop that'll try this feat or whatever. But we've learned too many lessons.
Well, what you'll find, you'll do the job properly with the junk,
Yeah,
but you don't know where that car goes 5 years down the track.
for sure.
So all of a sudden they'll say,
But then a lot of people don't understand if you get the junk and the junk has to have work, me and you work for a living, right?
Yeah.
So like if you give me a set of your heads and they're perfect and I bolt them on, we're done, right? If I get these junk heads and I go, oh, wait a minute, we have to resurface this side because they're not. I mean, I've seen them where the height, the deck height is not right. You know, the height of the cylinder head's not right. And then who pays for that stuff?
Yeah, that's why I've gone down the route of having a cylinder head and a manifold.
Yeah.
So you can't buy my manifolds without my heads, and you can't buy my head. Well, you can buy my heads if you're going to put a. There's a couple people now doing a couple of different things with some manifolds. But if you wanted to run, say, I don't know, another company's manifold with my heads, well, you ain't buying my heads.
Right.
Like it's packaged. But my heads, my heads aren't going to make 950 horsepower. My manifold ain't going to make 950. Bolt them together,
and then you
make more.
Yeah.
So these have just come off the machine. So
that looks like a modular manifold half.
That's LS.
Very cool.
So 2-piece LS. So I made it in 2 pieces so I can obviously port it easier. And then we've got LS3s, LS7s.
Very cool.
And then we've obviously got 4500s and 4150s.
Do I have the same manifold here as you have?
No, you've got an injected one.
Oh yeah.
So that would be, this one will be a pair of this. So obviously one's O-ring, one's not.
That's what I was thinking. So you literally just stick O-ring together, and then boom, both of them just like that. Man, that is nice.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
So they're ready. All this bit's done. They're ready just to match.
And even the carburetor ones have bosses for injectors.
Yeah. These ones here, 16. So
very cool.
We do 16, but so down there.
And is this an LS?
So that's our 16 injector. So on our singles, we just chop it off.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Is this an LS?
That one there is. Sometimes I get confused. LS3.
Okay, LS3. Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's for like something maybe on alcohol?
16 injectors would be.
Yeah.
Or something with a bunch of horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah, like you guys in America use these way more than us.
Right.
You know, like over here, a lot of people want under bonnet.
Yeah.
You know,
because they want them under the hood.
They want
something low.
Yeah, they need low ones.
I like that too, but man, I get fucking tough.
Yeah,
Is that real tall by the time you bolt it up?
Yeah. Won't fit that under.
You have anything shorter?
No. That we made that a long time ago. So yeah, and then over here, here's our Ford stuff. So that's again our Ford stuff getting done. So that's obviously 4150.
Yeah. 4,500?
4,500, 9.2 and 9.5.
Yeah.
So I can turn that.
Yeah.
Well, I can turn that on later if you want.
Yeah.
That's really
That, hey, this looks like, I don't even know, like a giant vacuum cleaner.
BMG. So made in Germany.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best.
I could just imagine what that machine costs.
I don't know.
Okay, I mean, look at that, dude. That's
I don't know what your around 5-bird Camaro is, but I reckon I could
a couple of those.
maybe. I don't know what it's.
It looks like it would be.
I've never seen it.
It's definitely a couple.
Never. No. It's like a spaceship.
Yeah, that's impressive. And this is another thing that like people need to see is that you don't have junk machines. Your equipment's not junk either. It's all very, very nice.
This here is like, hey, military quality.
Yeah.
So you want, in my opinion, and my guy that works here has worked on a lot of different machines.
So you said this is a military grade machine.
Yeah. So my guy's worked on a lot of different machines over his life.
Yeah.
And before we chose this, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is full 5-axis. So in his opinion, hey, when I say it's the best, that's not saying you could buy. If you had $5 million, you could probably buy a better machine.
Sure.
But this is not,
How many? And you can tell me what would an Australian tell me? Fly a kite or F off or something if you want. But you probably have several $1 million in equipment here. From what I can see.
If you had to buy it all again today, maybe. Maybe not that much.
Yeah, you just invested a lot in your business, and it shows by the products.
You have to. Like this machine, like I use all ISCAR tooling, so that's the best you can buy.
Yeah.
So
Show them that setup the way that manifold is right there. Yeah.
That there's ready to do op 2.
This thing is amazing. Wow.
You said you can fire this thing up for us?
So that's got like 60 tools in it.
See, that's where all your tool holder is.
So on my Chevy, my SB2,
Is this 5-axis?
full 5-axis.
Full 5.
So
Grab its own tools when it's time to change.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
can you?
on my Chevy, my SB2, it's 60 tool holder. Chevy uses 57 tools
Wow.
to do it.
How long does it take? How much time does it spend in here?
Well, you do op 1, which is about, call it, actually we do a lot of work to that SB2, so call it 50 minutes for op
Oh, wow.
1, and probably an hour and 40 minutes for op 2.
Wow.
Yeah, we do a lot. I'll show you later, but we do a lot of extra to my SB2.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah.
If you're going to run it, I'd
Fire it
like
up.
to see it.
I've seen, we've been to a lot of places. I've never seen one like this.
Ready?
It's like a Cadillac. Yeah.
Hopefully it's set up right.
Oh, man. We'll have to edit. Videotape first start. I'm like, man, I still all started.
Yeah, usually he wants to go live. Like, hey, we just got the motor running. Let's go live. Like,
Make sure it starts first.
So is it surfacing
Yeah, so
the flange right
yeah.
now?
So it starts a little higher because obviously from the factory we don't know how high the guys are. So once it gets going, we should start cutting. And it's running a little slow at the moment. I've got it turned down a little bit.
Okay, so this is 36 kilos, which I have no idea what that is in pounds. I have to really think about it.
80.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
80 pounds.
that sounds about right.
The other way.
Nah,
2.2.
yeah,
The other way.
he's right.
That on the TV.
I can tell by picking it up that it's about 80.
He lives every day.
So that's a big chunk of 80-pound billet, or how many kilos?
36 kilos.
36 kilos. Okay.
Well, that's a guy in Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri. So
Yeah,
Zach,
that's cool.
Zach. Yeah. So he's that's cool.
DSR engine.
Yeah. So there, all his heads there, and all his manifolds
Okay.
there. Cool. That's for him as well. That's cool. That's someone over there wants me kangaroo.
That's cool.
I like it. If we figure out what we're gonna do, I want kangaroo.
Kangaroo. So that big lump.
Yeah. What does that mean?
80-pound piece of aluminum. Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, look at that pretty sucker.
Yeah, it makes up.
What is that?
That's a full billet for my Chevys.
That is freaking nice.
So I use these in. I actually sell a lot of these in America for late model dirt racing.
Oh, okay.
So they run anywhere from 440s, 460 cubes over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
4150 has to be 4150,
Yeah.
and we run it long runners. So 36 kilos per side. So
If somebody said, "Hey, man, I want this manifold like this, but I need it lower," can you do stuff in your programming to make a lower
Right.
manifold, or does that take? Is that more involved?
yeah, it's more involved.
Gotcha.
I don't have a lower one of these.
Yep.
But for my Chevy, I have a low front mount.
Okay.
Which I don't have to show you.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a tunnel ram. It's like you see on all the low
Yes.
runs. It's like so that's a which
Oh,
one's this?
wow, Ryan, look at that.
That is
Tunnel ram.
Ford. So that's our Ford full billet.
Wow.
Yeah. So I do these in. I only do these in my stuff. So
Okay.
just because of the time that's in them.
Yeah.
So then obviously they match the ports. So we got to do that in the Chevs and the Fords.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's obviously injected.
So a guy could take this, unbolt this top. This is a question.
Yeah,
obviously, and put one top I wonder if you could. I know you could, but how cool would it be with one front with a throttle body opening on it?
Well, the Zach in America,
Yeah.
that's what he wants.
Okay.
So he wants me to make a front mount,
Yeah.
one on top. So yeah, we've sort of been designing one.
That's for a big Ford.
That's 9.5 deck Ford, and then
Oh, that's for a big Windsor Ford, not a.
Windsor.
I was thinking
Oh,
big block.
no small block for my
That's
head.
very
Small
cool.
block, small block. Yeah,
So yeah, big build intake that would go
Yeah.
under the hood.
yeah.
That's
So we're
cool.
at the moment. We've got a cool job at the moment for am I allowed to say names?
Sure.
Do you know nobody get it right now. Elite Patterson?
Yeah.
Patterson Elite?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a cool job for them. I'm doing a SB2, like heads like that,
Yeah.
with a full billet manifold for them.
Ah.
So an Australian customer is getting a Jerry Bickle Camaro,
Okay.
and they're going to go, what would you call it, sportsman racing?
Yeah, top sportsman.
Top sportsman
Yep.
racing, yeah. Yeah, not
Very
full on,
cool.
but just he wants a big cube thing, something that's not low maintenance.
Yeah, I know
So we're
the
gonna do full
Elite.
tube.
Elite is approximately 60 miles from our shop.
Oh, so where are you then?
From Oklahoma. So Elite Patterson Elite. So there's Elite, and there used to be Patterson, and now
Yeah.
there's Patterson Elite.
That's Elite.
Okay, and this Elite that is 50 miles from my shop has partnered up somehow, some way with Patterson Elite.
But you're not nowhere near Missouri.
We're close to it.
Oh,
Missouri's not very far away.
Oh.
Missouri's like where Mark Mickey, the transmission guy, is. And,
Oh, so can you
yeah.
take all these heads back?
Sure. Yeah,
Put it in
yeah.
the
Sure.
container.
We put them in the container.
That's
They
a
probably
big
make us,
thing.
but Australia make us pay tax on them, so we couldn't do it. If you can get us around that, we'll haul over anything you
We
need.
figured that out, that we apparently didn't bring enough parts. We could have filled our container to the top with parts. So
Yeah.
we sold everything.
A lot of people are like, hey, we want to buy your transmission cooler, we want to buy your projects, we want to buy your stuff because then
Your
we can
tool.
save on shipping.
Your whole
And
toolbox.
people are trying to buy my toolbox and stuff like that, and I'm
Are you
like,
going to sell it?
I don't know. If we sold,
He's thinking about it.
we're working on a deal on the car. If I sold the whole car, then you never know what.
Hell, you might just sell the whole trailer.
Oh,
Huh?
you're
Yeah.
going to sell the whole car?
It's not a deal that I want to, but Frank's got somebody. I've had 2 or 3 messages, private messages, people like, hey, can you really sell the car? I don't really want to sell the car, but obviously everything's for sale.
Money talks.
Right. Yeah.
What
So-
do you do with that car? That car's the one you bought late to do the street racing.
Okay, so you haven't seen it yet, but we did I bought the car just because. It was a roller, okay? It was a very nice small tire car.
Yeah,
It used to be orange. I'm not an orange guy, as you know.
Yeah.
So we got the car and it was set up for a blower and a Hemi. Well, I had the stuff that we pulled out of the Fireball. All that stuff went right in it. I mean, wiring, plumbing, like it was like took no work to get it in there. So I bought, it was appealing to me because I had a drivetrain to put in it. So I bought it, we painted it red, we took it out to California and we raced a small tire deal called Mega Cash Days.
Yeah, yeah.
But it hasn't aired yet. And weirdly enough,
I think I've seen the advertising for it, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I've heard that what we're filming out here now is going to air before that does.
Oh, really?
Which doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is.
They're all
I don't
set.
know. After it all, after everything that happened, it might seem kind of cool.
So
It
how many guys have you got out here? So I've seen you on
there-
TV before.
There's,
Oh, yeah.
there's. Do you
Richard's
mean
done it.
me personally, or do you mean the show? How many guys are on
Well,
the show?
your show.
Okay, for the show, there's 9 of us out here.
For your
that
car.
are, that are racing.
Oh.
Oh, for my car.
Oh.
Sorry.
Me,
Us
Rick.
3.
Yeah.
I have a guy, Ricky, who's back at the hotel.
Yeah.
My wife and my son.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So how many would you normally take to a race?
About that.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Or less.
Yeah, I
or
mean,
less
honestly,
sometimes.
most everybody is working with skeleton crew. Like a lot, like the
Yeah.
show said, hey, we're going to pay for you and 2 crew people to go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave a couple of guys home, so I just paid to take everybody with me or whatever.
Yeah.
But some of the guys are working on, like Kai has 1 guy, Lizzie has 1 person. You know what I mean? But I just chose to take everybody with me. But we're lucky enough that we just brought everybody, and thank God we did, because we ended up having to put the damn car back together. We didn't have any.
Yeah. And so do these guys work for you during the week?
24/7.
Yeah. So when they're not racing, they're back at the workshop.
That's right. Yeah, you got to think, we have so many. Right now, Street Outlaws as a franchise has 5, 6 shows. I think 6 total. I'm on 5 of the shows. So that keeps us busy. Different cars. We got to maintain the gray car. We got to maintain the Fireball. We got to maintain the red small tire car. I've got another street car that we do with the street show, like another 69. And then like we did a cool thing called what's the build show? Name of the show?
Engage.
Oh yeah.
Where I built a Chevelle.
I think
So
it
like
just ended. I think it
we
ended
have
here
just
and
been these last couple of years have been a whirlwind because it's hard for us to just keep track of everything.
Yeah.
Plus I have a shop that runs at home that my brother takes care of that we're there. When we're there, we're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I've got to wait. I'm a couple of years behind.
you are. That's what's weird.
Like I haven't got Foxtel, so I just my worker actually tapes it for me on whatever you call them. I'm useless when it comes to that.
Wow, that's all right.
So I watch it a year behind.
Yeah.
So they say we hear a lot of that out there.
Yeah.
I'll
YouTube?
yeah, one of them. There's one joint that live streams it, so I'll watch a bit of that.
Oh
every now
yeah.
and then.
Yeah, they'll do it on YouTube. There's a guy that'll put it like as soon as it airs, he'll play it back.
Yeah. So, but Frankie said that you come from drag racing originally. Yeah.
That's all you really know.
Been drag racing my whole life since I was
Bit like NHRA drag racing or
didn't race in HRA stuff. Like what was big for us at home was like X275, Outlaw 28-10-5 stuff. I think you could say when we first got well known-ish for doing well was I had a Fox Body Mustang that we raced on 28s with wheelie bars.
Yep.
That was the thing at the time.
Yep.
And then and we did pretty good with that. And then here comes X275. So the 275 radial tire come out. And everybody, it was like the new craze. So then we set the car up for X275. We started racing that. And then the show started in my hometown. And about season 3, season 4, I hopped onto the show and we started doing big tire stuff. So.
And that's when it was 405.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're as all like this, are you? Or you're...
How about that? Think about it like this.
Be like racing
If you
with
had
around.
Do you get sick of answering questions like that?
Oh, no, we know that's what makes the world go round when it comes to us. But, think about it like this. Find 10 of your track buddies and go, hey, we're all going to compete for something for the next 10 years. What's going to happen? You're not all going to be buddies,
No, over in Australia it's called the tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah.
The taller you get, the harder they want you to fall.
Absolutely. Yeah. What do you? Yeah. I mean,
That's this industry to a T.
it is.
Everybody wants to beat Ryan.
We talk
it's the
about
same. Like no matter what you do in this,
doesn't matter. We're on our third championship of No Prep Kings.
Yeah.
So what do you think the people?
Yeah.
Everybody. The show revolves around beat my ass. That's what it is.
Yeah, but
It's my job. Yeah, that's right.
That drives you.
We created the monster, and now the fact that everybody wants to beat me drives me more to outrun them. So it creates its own drama. It creates its own rivalries. You know
it's
what I mean?
a TV show.
That's
It's
good
a
for
TV
racing.
show.
No one's going to watch
I've told Javi before, I think there's been a couple times that I've talked early on, like, so-and-so's talking shit about me, or whatever the case is. And I'm like, look, we've done well enough that comes with this territory.
Yeah.
People that you think you're friends, they might be your friends, but they may shit talk you behind your back because they don't like where you're at, and it is what it is.
I'm glad it's the same over there.
It's no different.
I think it's just
no
racing in
different.
general.
And I think, and all those things are what make a TV show.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't sit there and kiss each other's ass.
That is exactly
You've got to
right.
have some,
There's a couple shows we've been on where it's like, oh, this is great, everybody's getting along great, and oop, you beat my ass, and it's okay, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know how good a TV that makes. Probably doesn't make that good a TV,
No, it's at least it's the same. They all shoot you down.
There you go. There you go.
I remember.
You don't mind me asking, what is this? I've never
Installed
seen
heart
it.
checker.
You know what it
Yes,
is?
I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
So you put it
Obviously, Pat makes it.
No.
They use Pat springs.
So it's an installed light checker.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you tell the spring you gotta use.
Oh, yeah, that makes it fucking way times way. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I learned something
We
new.
have one of those.
Really?
I've never used it very much, but we have one.
Is it
I
your
got one.
toolbox?
It's in my red toolbox.
Yeah, at the shop.
Yeah,
I've never. I was like, man, this.
yeah.
The toolbox you're going to sell?
Yeah.
No.
This is my shop. This is my shop.
So what other cars have you got then?
Man, I got a bunch of. I have a bunch of stuff.
So what you've been around my shop? What heads could you use on one of your cars?
This is the way I look at this. So, Frankie hit me up with some ideas and things like that, and this is what I thought. He speaks highly of you, your reputation, this and that. I said, look, let's go get the video done for him. Let's give him something. And let me think about it. And then you have all kinds of stuff that's awesome. So I just got to see where it fits, where it makes sense. I've got an LS project that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I have LS stuff. I have Ford stuff. I got big block Ford stuff, small block Ford stuff. I got all kinds of shit.
Get some small block Chevy stuff then.
What comes? It's about the only thing I don't have.
Yeah, I was
I
about to
have
say.
LS that I could see using this stuff for. So I'm gonna tell you what I've got. I've got a
You got a picture?
An F-body Camaro,
The red
a
F.
275 car. Real nice car.
Oh, you're charging your phone.
400 or 388 inch LS, single turbo.
Yep.
And I don't have a top end package for it yet.
No. So who's going to build that for you? I think Frankie was saying, you had someone. Because that's what I said to him. I said, if you like, because I always just would have thought you would have had some deal going. So that's why I said to Frankie, make sure. I want to step on his feet with
Late
LS.
model, I do have a lot of deals going, but they're not like. Look, let me explain to you like this. LME, late model engines, fantastic. They're my people. Okay, they're great. They hooked me up with they helped me up with the whole motor build for the Chevelle. Okay.
That's got an LS in it.
That's got an LS in it.
Oh,
I in turn, it's got an LT in it. I in turn bought a motor from them for my 69 Camaro on the street show that you haven't seen yet. Okay. And then I've got this other. So what I try to spread the love with people and not overextend them either with stuff that they want. So like if I can help you and we can do a deal, that's cool. That's not gonna step on anybody's toes. They'll be good with it. I can go back to them when I need different stuff for that other car. I can come to you when I need stuff for that car. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I'll be 100% transparent. Brodix has offered us. We did some stuff for them, and they offered us a whole top end kit for that car too. But that's why I said we'll just work it out.
Yeah, no, I don't mind heads. I would love you to push my Ford, like my Ford stuff and my Chevy stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said down there, the LS. You can take the heads today. If you got room in your thing, take a set. I don't care. But for me, I would love to. Like I'm in America now, but this much.
Yeah, you want to be.
I would like to be a little. And in saying that too, like Zach uses. Hey, he rings up and orders 5 sets of heads.
Yeah.
He'll do that. He's just told me these are going to go out tomorrow or Friday, and he's just said to me today. He goes, I've got 3 more orders. You know, so if I had 2 or 3 more Zachs,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm finished.
Well, one thing that we're going to try to do, and we got to get on it, but I'm going to do a. It's not called this over here, I'm sure, but a e-commerce site. And an e-commerce site for us is selling online shopping.
Oh yeah.
It would probably do pretty well because I have a pretty great customer base. Yeah, and so we could kind of get you incorporated to that when the time comes. And I honestly feel like that will sell stuff. I think it's a few $100,000 a year that I'm probably missing out on.
Well, that's one of the biggest things that I find. I think Americans will buy more if it was over there.
For sure.
Whereas, like I'm not super close with Chris Straw.
Yeah.
He started doing it. He jacked the prices right up.
Yeah, right.
And then I got told by a few people, well, that's just how he works.
Well, man, I appreciate the tour here. I'm excited to. I think I want to talk to you about some LS stuff. So like from what I've seen, I've got a little single turbo LS project that we haven't really told anybody about yet. But I think using your top end package would be pretty cool.
So what manifold? What manifold?
It's a front mount. It's a single turbo, so it's got a front mount intercooler. It's an F body with a front mount intercooler. So I could picture, just throwing things around here, a manifold like something here with maybe an elbow pointing forward, forward mount, forward facing throttle body.
Yeah, well, we could go with that.
Yeah.
Well, and you go solid roller,
of course. Yeah.
Well, that's a solid roller head there.
Yeah.
So the difference is it's pretty easy to see. That's solid roller, 716 stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's my hydraulic. So hydraulic is just like Brodix.
Just take like a factory rocker arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the same as every Brodix and all of them. So it's just LS7, all LS7 layout.
Sure.
And then that's obviously takes a Crower. I use a lot of Crower. Steel bodied rockers.
Crower's good people, we use them too.
Yeah, so we've got, so that there takes a long valve. So that valve is just a standard length LS7, and then that's obviously a longer one.
Yeah.
So that's what we'd use instead of them.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, let me think about it for the next couple of days. I'll be here for a week, so maybe we'll do something before we go.
Yeah.
Very cool though.
Well, just whatever. You let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
And then,
and we'll in the meantime, if you need a cool cylinder head, look these guys up or get a hold of us because we're going to start selling his heads and stuff like that. So if obviously to run back what you do, a lot of LS stuff, small block Chevy, small block Ford, big block Chevy.
No,
I
don't
was going
make
to ask
any.
you about that, big block Chevy.
No, don't make any.
Nothing for big block Chevy. The most used motor in history, and you don't build cylinder head for it. Okay, I'm just making sure.
I use products.
I'm just kidding. But what? Okay, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But what about big block Ford?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
So
small block Ford, small block Chevy, LS,
yeah,
Holden. You have a Holden.
Holden.
Hold on.
There is a guy in. He is Australian, but he lives in Las Vegas. He's got a couple Commodores, I think.
Oh yeah.
He keeps hassling me for a set of Holden heads to go to Las
There you
Vegas.
go. Okay.
So, but I think he takes my money to the
Right on.
the gambling and loses it.
Oh, that happens. That happens to everybody when they go to Vegas.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, man, you got a really cool operation here, and we appreciate you showing us around and letting us see the machines in action and stuff like that. It's very cool.
Thanks for coming. I most appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start watching more and more.
Watch more and more. You gonna come to the racetrack this weekend?
Probably not.
If you want, we'll get you in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's most appreciated.
Yep.
The only thing I don't like is hanging out, standing around.
In the sun. It's real hot.
It's gonna be hot.
Where there's no cover.
Actually, no, I don't think it's going to be hot on the weekend.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hot.
Saturday's brutal.
Is this hot for you guys?
No.
No.
It's just hot.
But the sun is.
The sun's
mean.
The sun's different here. Like it burns you
Yeah, it
more.
burns you, yeah.
But Oklahoma's more hot, more humid.
Is it?
Yeah. So like all you Aussies keep coming going, what do you think about the weather here? And I'm like, yeah, it's warm. They're like, how can you take the heat? And we're like, well, it's hotter than Oklahoma. So.
But we came out of winter. We
Yeah, well, that's what I was
left
gonna say. What
winter.
do you have snow?
Yeah.
Snowing today. I think it snowed today.
We get
Okay, so you get
Yeah.
snow. Yeah.
we get 1 to 3 snows
Yeah.
per winter time. So
See,
not
we
a lot
get
of
none
snow.
of that.
Yeah.
This is our weather.
Yeah.
You'll just go from whatever cold,
Yeah.
50, well, I don't know what it is for you, but you'll go from 15 degrees to 40 degrees.
Yeah.
But it's been I don't know, it hasn't been hot this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Well, very cool. We'll talk in the next couple days.
Yeah, no.
I'll get your phone number before I roll
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Or I'll get it from Frank. Frank's got it. I'll see Frank later. So.
Yeah. No, you just let me know what you want to do and we'll sort something out.
And he'll put a video together and we'll send it to you, let you check it out, make sure you like it. And
So what do you do? You're
this is what he
the
does.
Media guy.
media man.
Social media, YouTube.
Yep. So full
Videos.
time for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has
Jack of all
absorbed other things too. So he does like sponsorship stuff for me. What else did you do?
Marketing, sponsorship.
Parts
you run-
getter.
Parts
Sometimes
getter.
he's a parts getter.
Food getter.
Sometimes he gets picks of food for us. Sometimes he runs my map. He's my navigator. So if I'm driving around, he
Not
tells
so
me where to
good.
go.
Not so good.
But he this is
I don't
what
think
he's-
anybody
this is
is.
what he's
So
good at
how
right
old are you? Am I allowed to ask?
here. You can ask him 45.
45. Yeah,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Then what are you?
33.
So you're a young one.
Yeah.
You say it, my leg doesn't think that.
So you got an older leg.
Yeah, my leg's
Your
7.
cadaver bone's probably an older bone.
7.
It's got-
So you're all from Oklahoma?
Yep.
Oklahoma.
That's where you're born, bred, and
Yeah. Say it.
I was
You gotta
born
say
in
it Oklahoma.
California. I was born in California, but very soon as I was a year old, they moved. My parents moved to Oklahoma.
yeah. So then you were just your main business was mechanic.
Yeah. Hot rod stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get into this?
Straight Outlaws.
Well,
Or
you
just
started
drag
drag racing like everyone does.
I think like everybody does. Like when I was 16,
car?
for me over in the States, Mustang 5.0 was a car to have,
Yeah.
and so I was. I think I was. It was about '93. I was looking for a car, and the Mustangs were hot,
Yeah.
and everybody street raced them, and I bought one, and I was hooked ever
What's a
since.
dime a dozen over there?
They're not.
Yes,
They are.
they're not-
They are.
they're getting a little. They're so old now. They're starting to get harder to find.
They're becoming classics.
Yeah.
But they're a lot of them.
But when they're done up, they look good. In a
They
drag,
look great.
Nothing looks better than a nice,
Yeah, nice one.
high, slow, like
Yeah.
stance sitting on radial
Yeah.
fox body. You can't. I don't think you can beat
I
that.
spoke to guys down in South Carolina about one. They build a lot of cars. NJ's.
There's so many people in the
there's
States.
some-
There's so
yeah.
many.
Yeah. I want to get a I want to get a 69 C10 and put a Chevy in it.
You mean-
Old school Chevy.
Everybody in the United States wants
You
to
and
do
everybody in the
that.
United States. The C10s are through the roof.
Are they?
They're
Oh,
triple
gosh.
in value, probably, right?
My old business partner, my buddy, has one that's when he's done with it and it's almost finished, I think it'll probably be, I mean, he'll probably have 200 grand in it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's twin LSX.
Why are they so
twins.
big over there?
It's just become. It's like why is a Holden so big over here?
Yeah.
I mean, like Frank's car. What's that JS? What's he got?
XYs.
Why are those so big over here? It just
I feel like
See, I've always had Utes, like
Yeah.
Commodore Utes.
it'd
That's
be
why I like them.
it would
I
be-
want to do a shit.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
it would be like, I don't know, a lot of people like Ryan's generation that, you know, have lived their life and got pretty good
Yeah.
well off.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, my dad used to drive one of those
Yeah.
trucks, or hey, I used to think those trucks were
It's
cool.
just
I
they
drove
become
one
a
in high school.
classic. When they become a classic, it's,
Oh, they look really good though.
they look very, and that's why. To be honest with you,
The square
they
ones.
don't look as good as they look better than the trucks that come out today. Like,
Yeah. But they also look, because of that square shape, they sort of look newish. Because in the night, they still that sort of shape in the night.
I feel like they put more style back in there and back in the day.
Yeah, they're just a really nice one, like one that's restored or one that's original or whatever. They're an average truck that's pretty clean, that has a good stance, a nice set of wheels, maybe some exhaust or whatever on it. That's a $50,000 truck.
Is it?
And then if you do it, you can get to 100 real fast on
No.
Nolan.
Oh, look at
Our buddy Nolan.
You buy a lot of Iski stuff?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do a lot of this.
We're homies with Nolan at Iski
Yeah.
and the whole Iski family, and they're some good people.
No, we do a bit with them.
Yeah.
Like there's obviously I don't do direct with them guys. There's guys
Sure.
out there that bring it in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, those are good people.